Hi, welcome back to another video from WordPress. This is Valerie. Today's tutorial is about the appointment booking plugin and its new update, version 1.22. This time, I'd like to introduce you to a great new tool for reducing no-shows and new options for customizing your appointment form like calendar themes, colors, and button paddings. So, let's get into it. The first part of this video will be dedicated to the advanced styling settings for the appointment form. To find new styling options, first navigate to Appointments, Settings, and then find the MISC tab and click on it. These are the settings that we need. Here we see a notice that these styles will apply to all booking forms on the site. We can call them global style settings. Nevertheless, if required, you can customize each appointment form separately. I mean, colors and button paddings. The first drop-down is a calendar theme, and one of these themes can be applied to all date pickers on the site. Now, let's have a look at the default calendar and then check out some options to decide on one that will suit me the most. Let's try dark first. And remember, the rest of the design usually depends on the calendar theme. We should also highlight the theme of the date picker will be applied to all instances of the form, and there is no option to change it individually. Okay, I'll go with this one. The form width comes next. By default, the form width is 50%, and we can make it wider or narrower depending on your website layout and the page width. This adjustment applies to the form filters, which are usually the first step of the booking flow. But we can skip this step and your clients can start the booking flow with the date picker and free time slots right away. How to achieve this and create customized booking forms, I'm sharing in this video. Now I'm going to add some color codes for the primary text color and primary background color. You can find your perfect color with our color picker, or input hex color codes or RGB or HSL values. So CSS has a whole slew of different color formats, and these colors are for the next and add more buttons. The active state of dates in the calendar, and time slots. After saving changes, let's see the result. Perfect. Moving on to the secondary text color and secondary background color. These colors will be used for the back button and inactive time slots, and for the remove button. As for the button paddings, we can adjust the space between the content of a button and the edges of the button itself. In other words, button paddings refer to the gap between a button's text or icon and its edges. So you can apply any CSS values here. And this is how it looks. If you use shortcodes, you can find new parameters for the style customization via the Help tab. An even more convenient way to visually build a shortcode is to go to the shortcode builder via Shortcodes and select Appointment Form. Here we see a new section with styles. First, we give it a name and then configure. All the parameters are already described today. After publishing, we get a ready shortcode. So we can copy and paste it to the needed page. And this is what it looks like. Along with the shortcode, I'm going to add an appointment form block with its new Style tab. And now we see the familiar settings we already know how to work with. Now I came back to you after activating Elementor. Now I'm adding the appointment form widget to the canvas for you to see what we've got there. The same style kit is at your fingertips. Use it and enjoy the result. When using a Divi Builder, after adding the appointment form, its settings will open. Under the Content tab, you should go to Appointment Form Styles section, where you'll see similar options for customizations. One of the greatest challenges for businesses is dealing with missed appointments. The client's no-show is an annoying thing. Fortunately, there are many ways to reduce no-shows when you use the WordPress software. Appointment reminders are one of those tools. They help service providers ensure clients don't overlook or forget their upcoming appointments, especially if they scheduled them long ago. So, I want to remind you that with appointment booking, you can add automated email notifications of different types, including appointment reminders, and you can send them in several hours or days in advance. On top of that, WordPress created the appointment booking Twilio SMS extension. With its help, you can send SMS notifications that will remind clients to keep up with their appointments. After implementing all of these useful features, we thought it would be a nice idea to allow users to add confirmed bookings to their online calendars like Google Calendar, Apple, Outlook, and Yahoo, right from the booking wizard. And with this, incorporate one more powerful tool to cut down no-shows. So let's see how it works in practice. For this, let's book an appointment together. As usual, we choose a service or any other field. Clients can start choosing any option in any order. And please remember that when users want to make a booking, they are redirected not to the current date, but to the first available slot. So, I pick a date from the calendar and the available time slot. Next, I fill out my personal information. And at checkout, I choose the payment method. And then I confirm the booking. The new option appears on the final step of the reservation upon receiving a message confirming their successful reservation. A client sees the links and can seamlessly sync their appointments upon clicking on the preferred calendar. I'm going to choose Google. Next, I'm redirected to my Google Calendar where I can make certain that all event details are correct and then save this event. After saving the event, you can easily customize the event notification, event details, and other information depending on the calendar settings available. Google Calendar has an app. As for Yahoo Calendar, since it is a web-based calendar service, there is no mobile app. Speaking about the Apple Calendar and Outlook Calendar, clicking on either typically triggers the download of an iCal file to the device. And if a client uses their phone, it will seamlessly open a dedicated app. Speaking about all the calendars, the date format will depend on the calendar, and the calendar will adjust to the client's time zone. I mean, the time is converted based on the time zone set in your WordPress settings. And if a client has multiple appointments in their reservation, they will be offered to add each one separately. Last but not least, how to turn on this option. You can enable or disable this feature right from the customization panel of the blog or widget in your preferred editor. So it can be the blog editor, Elementor, or Divi. And this option is enabled by default. Now to sum it all up, with version 1.22 of the appointment booking plugin, you get more styling options for the booking form and a new tool to decrease no-shows. Your clients can now add appointments to their personal online calendars. If you found any value in this video, I just want to ask you to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them in the comment section below. So don't hesitate and ask. If you're new to the channel, be sure to check out the rest of the tutorials dedicated to the appointment booking And I hope you'll consider clicking on that subscribe button if you want more tutorials like this. There is also a little bell. When you click on that, YouTube will let you know when we have a new tutorial. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.